What's up, YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 specific ways on how you can reinvent yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to get right into this video because I think it's really, really important, and I definitely want to get to you guys that need this because I know there's a lot of you out there watching this video that absolutely need this right now, right? So reinventing yourself can come at any point. If you're going through a trauma, if you have something related to your mental health, if you're in transition, if you don't know what's going on in your life, you have the chance, the opportunity, which is good, to reinvent yourself. And you can do this whenever you want. Nobody has to tell you, oh, it's time to reinvent yourself, or, oh, it's okay to reinvent yourself. You can do this at the snap of a finger when you want to. I just want to give you 5 ways that you can do it so that you can actually reinvent yourself the way that you want to be, and then proceed with your life with that new identity. I also want to get a little bit personal about myself and me. I've had to reinvent myself several times, right? Mentally, just who I am, my identity, who I think I am, who I believe that I am, who I know I am, right? Undervaluing myself, leveling up, all those things. Those are all reiterations, reinventations of myself, right? So if I've had to do this a few times in my life, and I've had to use these exact same tactics, I'm going to give you right now. So let's start with number 1. All right, so number 1 is self-awareness and self-understanding. So this basically means you need to know who you really are, not what everybody else thinks you are, but this means what you really are, like who you really are, like what is you, who are you, what do you do, what do you like, what do you not like all these things about you. Are you an introvert, extrovert? Like, have you been playing small? Have you been not using all your talents? What's been going on? Self-awareness is one of the most powerful things you could ever utilize to reinvent yourself. And it all starts at that point, because once you know everything about yourself and you have full self-understanding, full self-awareness, it's literally full steam ahead. For example, once I understood my true capabilities, like once I understood what I could actually accomplish in this world, the types of businesses I could create, the types of ventures I could do, the lives that I could impact, when I discovered and realized that, hey, all this stuff is like reality for me, that changed everything up here. And using that tactic, I've been able to just progress and build and build and build and keep on building an empire. All right, so number 2, ask yourself specifically what it is that you want to change, right? So let's say you're reinventing yourself, right? You're coming into a new you. What is it about the old you that you want to change, right? Are there habits that are bad for you? Are there people around you that are bad for you? Are you just talking negatively to yourself? Is your self-talk negative all the time, like circulating negative thoughts and negative things? Are you just in a slump where you just don't value yourself enough? There's so many different things that you want to change about yourself, and it generally comes from whatever's internal, right? It's usually not external, but it can involve both, right? It can involve the way you perceive the external, okay? So track me here. It can involve basically the way people treat you, right? So literally you get what you tolerate, right? So the more people treat you a certain way, if you tolerate that, you're going to get more of that, right? Understand that if you're reinventing yourself and creating a new you, that maybe what it is you need is confidence, and you need something to help you build confidence. Maybe a mentor, maybe something else. Maybe you need to just boost your confidence and start meditating, right? There's all kinds of things that you can do to boost confidence and self-esteem and value yourself at 100%, not 50%, right? Where 99% of people value themselves, because you have talents, you have gifts to the world that you're depriving the world of if you don't actually understand what it is that you want to change so that you can reinvent yourself. All right, so number 3 easily comes after number 2, and this is set realistic goals. So when you're reinventing yourself, one of the biggest pieces here is actually setting goals that are going to meet and match the reiteration of the new you, right? So whatever it is that you're becoming, because we're always becoming, right? We're always becoming a new thing, right? But sometimes specifically we have to stop and say, hey, I'm reinventing who I am. I'm changing everything. I'm dropping this habit. I'm dropping this person. I'm becoming this new person. My thought process is completely 360 and I'm going to be a brand new person, right? So knowing exactly where you're going with that involves setting goals, realistic goals that you know that you can hit, right? Things like, okay, I'm going to make X amount of money and that's it. Hands down, period, end of story. This is the amount of money I will tolerate, period. Anything below that, I need to work harder. Like that's a goal, you know what I mean? And a realistic goal too. Not like I'm going to make $1 million by the end of the year and that's that. And if I don't, then I suck. You can't do that. It's got to be realistic, right? Something you could actually envision happening. Or if it's like fitness, like a weight loss goal, right? Like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to start lifting and do cardio and I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Well, go and do that, right? Notate down exactly where you want to be, when you want to be there, and hit that goal, right? But also don't slap yourself in the face if you don't hit the goal, right? Because if you shoot for the stars and you land on the moon, that's still a huge win because eventually you'll get to the stars. All right, so number 4 on reinventing yourself is practicing self-reflection. I know we talked about this on number 1 about self-awareness, self-understanding, really knowing yourself like at your core being, which actually takes a while. You need to spend some time doing that. But practicing self-awareness and practicing self-understanding consistently, right? That is so powerful, it's not even funny. Because when you know where you're at, right, you know exactly where you can go, right? Or you know exactly that you're too low or too high or wherever you are on your goal spectrum, right? Where you want to be at. But practicing this idea of self-awareness and self-understanding and all of that daily, like daily meditation, like daily thought process, journaling. Like if you want to journal it out, write out like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It doesn't have to be like a hour-long session, right? You could just take 10 minutes and write down certain things about here's where I'm at right now and reflect on that and reflect on where you were maybe 2 weeks ago. Because do you know how much can actually change when you reinvent yourself in just like 1 week or 2 weeks? A lot can change. All right, so of course, number 5 is ask for help. So we can do a lot of things in this world by ourselves, and that's great. But we can't do amazing, great, big, epic things without other people, right? We're here on this earth to collaborate with people. Now, I'm not saying you need a partner for every single thing, right? But you need a mentor, you need a guide, you need somebody else to ping pong things off of. Ideas, concepts. Maybe you're thinking about something, but you didn't think about this one part that would ruin the whole thing, right? And all of a sudden, the whole thing goes bust. So you need to have somebody else that you can ask for help from, right? That could be a counselor. It could be a mentor. It could be a friend that's like a really good actual friend that listens and doesn't just hear you, right? Somebody who actually listens to what you say so they understand it, process it, and then also gives you good feedback, right? Not someone that just listens and says, well, I think like that sounds cool, but you should probably do this or whatever. That's not good enough. No, you want somebody that's solutions oriented, right? You want people on your team, in your corner, that are going to give you real answers. Asking for help is so underrated, it's not even funny. People need mentors and guides to get whatever done when they're reinventing. Whatever it is, that business they're starting, the lifestyle they're starting, the new personality that they're coming into, their real personality, reinventing. I'm not saying becoming a new person that's fake. I'm becoming the real me when I reinvent myself. I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the real me, right? And personally, I believe I've always been the genuine real me, but it's just those inches and inches of being closer to the core element of who you are. So asking for help is pivotal in reinventing yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to throw in a number 6. This is going to be a bonus one. I wasn't thinking of this one, but I want to add it in because it's so important. And I can personally attest to this. But be honest with yourself. The worst lies anyone can ever tell are the lies that they tell to themselves. So especially when you're reinventing yourself, becoming the new you, the real you, getting closer to the core you, right? You have to be honest with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, how can you reinvent yourself? How can you get the best you? How can you step into your highest self? It's impossible. If you're not being honest and real with yourself about where you are in any area of your life, business, personal, etc., whatever, you aren't going anywhere. It's not happening, right? It's not going to work, because if you just precipitate, right, this lie to yourself, or this narrative, or this story that you tell to yourself every single day, every single hour, every moment, you lie to yourself about, where things are at, things aren't going to be real. Things aren't going to be genuine, and you won't be reinventing yourself. You'll be like fake reinventing yourself, which is like the worst thing you could ever do in the world. So be honest with yourself. That's bonus number 6. But I honestly think it's literally one of the most critical components of completely reinventing yourself. All right, guys, I wanted to give you some key elements, 5 of them, plus that 6 bonus of being honest with yourself about how to reinvent yourself entirely. And I know there's so many of you that are doing this right now, but I want to help guide you. I want to help be your mentor and show you the things that I've done myself personally on reinventing myself. So utilize those tools, utilize those strategies, and you will win. You'll come out on top, right? Check this out twice if you need to finally actually put these into place. I hope you took notes. These are really important things. If you got value out of this video, smash that like button, please. Also, if you're not inside of our Recruiter Empire Facebook group, definitely check it out. Link in description right below this video. We definitely want you in there. And I will see you guys next time.